everybody! This is your foxy writer, Brandy Ackerley, coming at you with the latest episode of Behind the Pen. Today, perhaps unsurprisingly, I want to decompress by talking about streaming to everyone. First, let's start off with the obvious. I loved doing it! Oh, my viewers were absolutely great! Oh, I had people to chat with for most of my stream, which honestly just makes my job that much easier. When I didn't, I made sure that I was filling the airtime, talking about the gameplay, the art style, which is adorable, and anything else that came to mind. I had a few pictures ready for my stream, cards of likes and dislikes. Here we go, that one, and that one, that one, and that one, and that one. There we go. Oh, all that sort of stuff. I started my stream on time. On time, I was very impressed with myself. Having worked literally from the moment I woke up to literally moments just before the stream to get everything ready. There were, of course, issues from the get-go. The first was that while I had watched videos on how to connect to Twitch, I hadn't actually connected to it before. So that took a bit of time. The other thing was realizing that one of the problems with Plants vs. Zombies, which I didn't realize, is that the game is so old that it only has two sizes. Those are full screen and tiny. Of course, I prefer playing full screen, which is normally fine since I have a second screen to put everything onto. Unfortunately, Plants vs. Zombies also has one other little peculiarity. It locks your mouse inside your game in full screen. I have no idea how or why that would happen, but it does, and it's super irritating. Also, for whatever reason, my OBS couldn't find it as a screen, which meant I actually needed to record my entire screen and then crop it to only fit the game. It was not an impossible set of issues, obviously, but definitely ones that I ran into trouble with. So lesson 1 is now to try out my video games in OBS a few days in advance to make sure that I can stream it easily, and that all of my controllers are working, and that I have everything I need. Which really is something I should have thought about beforehand, but I hadn't. Lesson 2 is to get a stream starting soon banner page, and put that up and give people like 4 or 5 minutes to jump into the stream before I start. It gives people a little bit more time to put a pin in what they're doing if they're planning on watching the stream, and gives me a few minutes to get myself together and not have to chat at empty space until people arrive. I also need to figure out how to do simple things like turn off my own voice. There is nothing that sets me off and distracts me as much as hearing my own voice playing a few seconds after I've spoken, whilst I still need to be certain that the viewers can hear me. Also, during part of the stream, I started getting a weird repeat reverb sort of weird thing where I could hear myself speaking like a couple of seconds later, and then it would repeat again a couple of seconds after that. Apparently it was only on my end, which I'm very glad for, because I had it going on for like nearly half the stream. Also, for some reason, my Plants vs. Zombies music wouldn't play during the stream, despite having it on in the actual game. That's another thing to check during, playing the games in advance and making certain that everything works out. If the music won't play for whatever reason, I need to have a second play option available set up in advance. YouTube set it to play royalty-free music or something, and I'll definitely want that second option available. Next, I will have to check on better ways to keep my internet connected. I've always had a minor issue with sticking on the internet with my laptop, but I'll be honest, I thought that was just when I was playing video. like, which is an insane hog of resources and internet bandwidth. Ah, that game is gorgeous, but it does sort of kill the graphics card and everything. Also tends to make my computer run super hot, so I mean that wasn't surprising that I would occasionally lose internet. But last night I found out that my computer still uses insane resources while I'm streaming, and gets stupidly hot. I don't know if that's connected or not, but I'm assuming it is. I may need to find a way to connect my computer directly to the internet to clear that up, but either way, I'm gonna have to see if I can find a better way. I disconnected 3 or 4 times, which, I mean, isn't too bad, considering that I was streaming for a full, 4 hours. But during one of them, I actually had to turn off my internet, and then reset it on my computer. I mean, I was only gone for 3 or 4 minutes, but I'd lost most of my viewers by the time I connected again, and of course then they had to come back and reconnect again. This isn't really a lesson, perhaps, since I can't really learn from it. I know what I need to do to fix it. But it will be a little bit pricey. I'm gonna have to pick up like a 10-meter long cord to stretch it between my office that I, stream from and where the actual internet box is. I'll have to see how long it takes to pick up one of those. I will start checking on prices this week at least. Next, I need to remember to hydrate more. Hydration! Oh, hydration! Especially yesterday, not yesterday, but when I streamed, we were under a heat warning here in Calgary again. And of course, I can't have any of our fans running while I stream. Not even the one just on the bottom of my computer that, keeps it cooled, or at least a little bit cooler. It messes up with my microphone, and I usually have to turn it off all the fans, and close my windows and doors, just so I have less ambient noise to get rid of afterwards. Just for this, let alone live. So, of course, I was insanely hot, but I only drank most of, a Starbucks cup worth of water, which really isn't enough. Fortunately, I'd already learned from past recordings that when I'm recording, I need water, no matter how much I prefer other drinks. So it was water and not pop or juice I had, which would have just clogged my throat more. That's a good tip, actually, for all of you. If you don't know that, drink water when you're recording, for whatever you're doing, or if you're going on stage or something. Drink water. Other drinks tend to make your throat just clog up a bit. I've been told that cold tea without sugar or any of those extra things that make it extra awesome will do a really good job too, but I haven't tried that. So don't quote me on that. Trust me on the water. The water is a good one. Also, that isn't, to say that I didn't have enough water. Just that I didn't drink enough specifically. I tend to not think of it. So I'm going to have to try and, remember. Also, I might have to get myself a silent snack. Maybe cucumber slices or something else that I can munch on and stave off starvation, since I almost never eat much beforehand. And when you're doing a 3 to 5 hour stream, that's a long time. We're gonna want something. Lastly, of course, is the upkeep. Now that I have a Twitch, I'm going to want to slowly get out a few of those things that are, I've seen on other people's streams and that I want on my own. Personalized emotes and channel points and awesome things like that. Now, of course, those won't all pop out for the next one, but I will be working on them over the next month or so. I'm considering making foxtails the channel points thing. But I will see. Foxtail grass itself could be a really cool idea as well. We get these in Calgary all the time, and I used to call it the little wheat because I didn't know the actual name for it. But I do love them. I remember them. They were adorable. I just loved them as a kid. I don't know why. they're apparently poisonous for dogs, which is something to remember if you own a dog. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, I love them. They're just really pretty, I find. Anyways, the foxtail grass could be cool, not only because of the name, but because during the stream, somebody asked what type of fox I was, what type of kitsune I was, and I, of course, said that I was one of the normal field foxes. And this is definitely a field-type plant, so that might work really well. But regardless, I don't know yet. I will see what feels best when I, actually look into that. If you have an idea, let me know. Let me know. Put it in the comments below. I'm going to be getting a lot of comments, hopefully, this time. I have lots of questions. Lots of questions! Lastly, my stream stats, because I just love doing those for what I consider significant events. And those are as follows. First, I streamed for 4 hours and 7 minutes. I had an average of 4 viewers the entire stream, which is awesome, I think. The max viewers I had at once was 12, which I hadn't realized. When I was actually actively looking at it, I think the most I saw was 8 or 9. But either way, super excited! Super excited! I had 23 unique viewers and 9 unique chatters who talked with me during the stream. I gained 5 followers. What? And have gotten 80 live views. No one clipped anything I said, but I'll be honest, I don't even know if clipping is a thing that happens often. Now, I don't know if those are good stats or bad stats for an indie VTuber who threw together their debut with a week's notice. But you know what? I don't care. What matters most to me is that I had an awesome time talking with all of you. And chatting and playing the game. It was awesome. It just isn't often that I get a chance to hang out with you guys. I think that this will be an awesome way to do it from now on. So, my next streaming date will be next Wednesday again, starting at 9 p.m. PST, and for right now, I think I'm going to make it a weekly show. I think my next video will be either Subnautica or Ori and the Blind Forest. I haven't decided which yet. I've played 20 minutes to an hour of both before, and I know I really love Ori and the Blind Forest. But I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys would like would like me to play. Also, I mean, let me know if you want me to play something completely different. I totally would not mind another round of Don't Starve or something else that you guys suggest, okay? Whatever suggestions you do make will be taken under consideration. Put them in the comments below. Lastly. On my stream, I was asked by my viewers to do an entire video on reading suggestions. So, you can expect that to be on next week's Behind the Pen episode. My first one will be specifically on books from the fantasy genre. So if you have a novel you'd like to suggest or something, let me know in the comments below as well, okay? Otherwise, I will look forward to seeing all of you next week. That's going to be it for today. Bye!